Good morning, guys. Shotty T here. In this video, I will do a how-to or explaining the weekly versus event. So you go on the right side, click on the versus, and each week, and it looks like for now it's a permanent thing in the game until otherwise, you're facing an opponent from a different server. So this week, we got our work cut out for us based off the opponent. They pretty much outscored us every day this week. Like the previous weeks, we've been winning, but this opponent is providing a challenge. But there is a way to be efficient in your resource gathering throughout the game to where we can actually have a chance. Because when I look at the leaderboard, the top 3 people, or the top 2 people now, are from our alliance. But the thing is, they have more of a depth of people that do a lot of points. So that's where their nickel and diamond is at. If I just look at our alliance alone, we have 14 people that are over 1 million. But if I expand it, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. So they basically almost doubled the amount of people that they have over 1 million than we do. So that really is just a numbers game. But I believe their alliance don't have more people. They have 84. And I think as of right now, we have 86. So really, it's all about working smarter and not harder. So let's break down the days. So we're on day 3 now, but for the sake of this video, I'm just going to explain all the days, because you got to know, you got to plan ahead of time for each day. So day 1, you have radar training. So usually that starts on a Sunday night. So that means that after Saturday, you want to start saving your radar tasks and your drone parts. So basically, and this is the only day that drone parts count. So after Sunday, the best practice is to basically save those parts for the rest of the week and those drone data points, because those go hand in hand when you upgrade those drones. Just save it for Sunday. That's simple enough. And then of course, using stamina, that means you can use it for walkers, doom walkers, zombies, doom elites, whatever, or attacking someone else's bases that's not outside of 32. That is outside of 32, because you don't want to stay within the rules of engagement. So that's day 1. So day 1 is pretty simple. Save your radar task starting Saturday night, and your drone parts. Those are the big point getters, and then use a lot of stamina. I believe that's the only stamina day 2. All right, so day 2, base expansion. All right, this is for your speed ups for your buildings, as well as secret tasks for trucks and your legendary trucks. So you have 2 days with the trucks. So what you want to do is, you don't want to go crazy using your truck refreshes. And just to give you an idea what those are, some people are like, what are truck refreshes? Well, is these items right here. All right, this item that I'm clicking on. So I have 27 of those. And then for the secret tasks, there are 33 of these. How do you use them? You go to the secret squad, and obviously I've already done these for today, but you want to try to get all yellows if possible. I know there's a lot of RNG when you refresh these, but that's why you want to accumulate them to give yourself a better chance for more yellow. And as you can see, I'm hitting the refresh at the bottom if I still had active tasks, because you only get 5. Well, I think you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And I think it varies per HQ level. So I have 7. Some others may have less than 7. But you refresh by doing that. And then for the trucks, again, I've already dispatched my trucks. But if I had more trucks to dispatch, I would click on it and then hit the refresh button until I get like a legendary truck, which is yellow. So obviously by dispatching those trucks, every time you do that, that's 200,000. So 4 max trucks. I think some people might have 3 max trucks. But anyway, but even if you have 3 max trucks, you can just use those 3. I believe everyone has a chance to dispatch 4 trucks, but if your max capacity is 3, just do 3, and then whenever that truck arrives, you use that other spare spot for the 4th truck and try to see if you can get a legendary one. Same thing with the legendary secret task. All right, but then the rest of it is based off of speed ups. And that's when you want to kind of time it when you have, especially if you have those smaller buildings. Like for me, for example, a lot of my buildings are pretty high. But if you got these like resource buildings, like the fields, like it only takes 4 hours for something like that. And for people that are lower levels, it probably takes a lot less time, like maybe an hour or 30 minutes. So that's when you can rack up points upgrading buildings using the resources, because the bigger buildings like the tanks, as you guys can see, they take days. Like the Alliance Center still got a day and a half, almost 2 days left. Tank and Missile Center got 3.5 days. My training base should finish today, and I'll see what I'm gonna upgrade from there. But you want to try to time it to where you have buildings that are finished by then, or if you want to hoard smaller buildings, just unleash them all on that day. That can work as well. So again, it's about working smarter, not harder. All right, so day 3, this is about the tech. So, and again, radar tasks, let me backtrack. So starting day 2, you want to save up your radar tasks for day 3. So that way when day 3 hits, and usually there's like a 2 or 3 minute cooldown before that day starts, you use the radar task. And then also, you have drone component parts. So, and actually I haven't even done that yet. So I'm gonna show you guys how to use those drone components. So you go here at the airplane, the drone center, and drone components. All right. And as you can see, I've accumulated them throughout the week. This is the only day that these are active. Let me just double check. For some reason, I thought that was day 4, but apparently it's day 3 now. Yeah, so it's day 3. So drone component parts, go there. Bulk merge, just to keep it simple. It'll merge all of these together. And let's see where my points are where I start. I'm at 9,157,000. So let's see how much points I end up earning by doing this. All right, bulk merge. And actually I can upgrade to level 7. So that's gonna give me some huge points there. All right. And let's do another bulk. All right, that's the best we can do there. And do another bulk. All right. Actually, I think I know what I'm gonna do there. What's that? External armor. All right, I know it. I got a plan. I got a plan there. That's another upgrade to a 6. All right, external armor. All right, so what I'm gonna do here, I think I have a chest here. External armor. I have a selector that I've been saving up. All right, so we're gonna use that. And then let's go back to this again. External armor, bulk merge. Now we got another level 6, and we're gonna upgrade that to a level 7. So we were at 9,157,000. Let's see where we are now. 10,857,000. So just by upgrading drone parts alone, I gained 1.7 million. Just by doing that alone, that can put us in each individual over 1 million. So again, it's about working smarter, not harder. And then the rest of it, you have research tasks. You go to your tech center. I think you have to purchase to have another tech center. Again, if you're free to play, one tech center is fine. We're not mandatory spending money. All right, so you get points, especially when you utilize these little star things, valor badges, where you call them. You can gain those by, of course, hitting these milestones here. You see these little boxes that are already open. You can gain them by hitting milestones. And you can get some simple milestones to start off. So you get 50 for that, 150 for that, 100 for that. So you can get them that way. You can also do campaign where you get some of these boxes that you can get them, and I've pretty much maxed out where I can do in the campaign currently. So there are different ways to get Valor badges in the game, and also random boxes can get you that also. But if you use those, if you're using upgrades for tech, you can use your Valor badges either in the versus, and I think you have to unlock some of these by reaching a certain garage percentage. Some of these you guys may not have yet. Like the truck, I had to reach 80%. I had to unlock that in order to unlock 7 through 9. So really, but again, there are multiple ways you can get it. You can just, even if you don't have any of that unlocked, if you just upgrade some of the essential stuff every time you send it to 100%, and you use speed ups to do so, you get more points. I'm just going to use some random speed ups. I'll just use 2 for the sake of the video, and it went up slightly. But so that's what you do for day 3. All right, so day 4, train heroes. So this is where it's great to save these legendary hero shards, because the points pile up tremendously. So just to give you an idea of my inventory, I have 243 of those, and I also have a bunch of character specific ones that I can probably merge into some more stars. And you use those by going here. Let's look at Kimberly, for example, because that's
Want a garbage drink
up next. So you go at the very bottom where it says tier, and then you promote tiers, but I'm not going to do that right now because I'm saving that for the next day. Again, this game will test your patience, but you want to wait until you get more points for the stuff you're already going to do in the game anyway, for the sake of this event, because each day that you win points, each day that you win in your individual matchups, I think you get like a pretty good haul of resources. So it's always good to save per day. All right, so the rest of the stuff you can gain from this, of course, you got your epic shards, the purple ones, and then you got the rare shards, which are the blue ones. So all of them matter. So some people may not have legendary shards, and some legendary champs you have to purchase. But again, the legendary, the epic, and the rare shards, they add up too. Also, using your experience points. Right now, I have, let's see,
with me
experience points I got 447,
Life is like a gamble.
477.4 million. So you hit the upgrade button, which I'm not doing right now, but if you hit that, you get credit for that as well. And then also skill points.
Life is like a gamble.
Let's go to the champ that has
back in
skill
my
points,
youth. Join me,
upgradable.
Carly.
Upgradability.
Want a garbage drink?
Don't worry, I'm here for you.
Let's see. I believe
Invaders
so you
are
go to skill
destined
tab,
to fail.
where you can upgrade these different things. When you see the red dots, hit the upgrade button. As you can see, those are pretty expensive, but I have almost 100,000 worth of those. You get credit for using those as well for that event. And let's see what else. I think it's one other thing. Yeah, elite recruit. So every time you recruit a champ, you can go to this tavern, and then you just hit the recruit button. It's probably better to do this first before you use your shards, because you might get some duplicate champs with the recruits. You might get some partial shards from champs here. So you want to do your recruit first before you use your generic shards. All right, so that is day 4. And then day 5 is about, again, radar tasks. So starting day 4, you want to save your radar task going into day 5. And then this day, all speed ups count except for the healing one. So you can kind of use them sparingly. But the more important thing you got are training units. All right, so I have level 7 units, but some of you guys may have lesser units. But again, all points count. Participation counts, guys. So I have 4 barracks, these little tents here. So you go to that gun tab, and you can use speed ups. They count for that. I have a ton of speed ups from the compensation they gave us last week. So I plan on using that for that. And then also, if you have lesser champs, you can hit that up arrow and promote them to the highest level that you have. And again, if you only have a level 5 Barrett, you could just upgrade lower champs to your 5, and it takes lesser time to do so. But again, you got your speed ups to speed up the time. You have 4 Barretts. More Barretts open as you increase your HP level. But again, you might have 2 Barretts, you might have 3. Again, it's all about participation. All right, so that's day 5. And keep in mind, I have yet to mention money at all, because of course, naturally you get points for buying stuff. But again, we're not mandating that. But if you plan on spending anything, just do it on days that you get credit for it. All right. So anyway, day 6, Enemy Buster. Again, this is the second day that you use those secret tasks and those legendary trucks, like we explained on day 2. So again, you want to use your refreshers, hopefully you get RNG to get all legendary. But if not, just get what you can. And then also, this is all about the speed ups here. All speed ups matter, including the healing ones. But the important thing is you get to attack your opponent. And our opponent's going to have level 7 units. No one should have level 8 units. Maybe one guy might have level 8 units because he's level 24. But you get credit for just killing a lot of folks. So if you care about fighting, this is your day. Alright, so you go to this tab, this will turn blue. This button, you get a chance to go to their territory. It's a free transport. You'll be in the middle of their territory. Now keep in mind, the opponent's probably gonna attack you as well. And it's a good idea, if you're gonna be in attack mode, is to take your champs off of your defense. So right now I have my champs on defense, but all you gotta do is just click off of that. That way, if they do take down your squad, they attack you, you're not losing as many troops. And a lot of times the opponent's gonna do the same thing. If you do not plan on fighting at all and you want to save your troops, you have these shields that you can use that are good for either 8 hours or for 24 hours. And how do you get more of those? You go to the Alliance store, 7,500 points, 20,000 points for that. And also these transporters come in handy if you want to. Of course, you don't need to use this particular transporter for the event. But if you go to the enemy territory, it's probably good to use these random teleporters. Like if they get close to you, you can randomly teleport somewhere else on the map. Or once you're in their territory, you can just simply hit. When you're in their territory, there'll be like an icon at the top of the page to get back to your map. You can transport that way, and it's free. And you can just transport back to your Alliance location, and it's free. And there's a 5-minute cooldown before you go back to their territory again. So really, you don't have to use any of those teleporters if you do it smartly, but you get credit for defeating your opponent. But if you don't want to attack your opponent, you do also get credit for attacking people that are not from your rival, but you just get less credit for it. So it's just more efficient to kill people that you're going against. So for the opponent that we're going against, let's see. They got some strong members. They got a level 24, as I mentioned, but their power level is low, so they might be easier to take down. But they have a lot of level 20s and higher. But they do have some people that are on the lower end, usually the ones that are at the lower ranks, like the R1s. So that's when you see some level 14s and level 15s. So you got some people that everyone can take down, but you need to strengthen your own base in order to be able to take down those guys. So that is the Versus event. So it's a lot of stuff. So that's why I'm going to post this. If you have questions, let me know. Anyway, guys, let me see if I can get an Easter egg before we go. These things go quickly. Nope, I missed it. Anyway, guys, have a great day.